In the fascinating world of honeybees, the drone stands apart as a unique and intriguing member of the hive. Unlike their industrious female counterparts, the worker bees, drones are male bees with a very specific and vital role, but one that is quite different from the daily activities of the hive. The drone's primary purpose is singular and essential: to mate with an unfertilized queen, ensuring the continuation of the colony's genetic lineage. When observing drones, one of the most striking features is their physical appearance. Drones are easily distinguished by their eyes, which are much larger than those of worker bees and even the queen herself. These enormous eyes, nearly twice the size of a worker's, are not just for show. They play a critical role in the drone's ability to locate the queen during flight, especially during the frenzied mating season. The drone's vision is honed for detecting the queen as she embarks on her mating flight, surrounded by a cloud of hopeful suitors. The body of a drone is also notably different from the other bees in the hive. While a worker bee is small and agile, the drone's body is more robust and heavier, with a stouter abdomen. Though larger than workers, drones are still generally smaller than the queen bee, whose impressive size is matched only by her remarkable capacity to lay eggs. The drone's physique is built for a burst of speed. He must be able to fly fast enough to keep up with the queen during her flight, a challenge that tests the drone's strength and agility. Despite his heavy build, the drone's wings propel him swiftly through the air, and his average flight time hovers around 20 minutes, a brief but intense window during which his purpose must be fulfilled. Within the hive, the drone's life is markedly different from that of the workers. Worker bees are the backbone of the colony, tirelessly foraging for nectar and pollen, cleaning the hive, tending to larvae, and defending the colony when needed. In contrast, drones do not possess stingers, rendering them incapable of defending the hive. They do not gather nectar or pollen, nor do they participate in the daily maintenance of the colony. Instead, drones are entirely dependent upon the worker bees for their sustenance. They are fed and cared for by these industrious females, who provide them with the energy required for their important but brief flights. The population of drones within a hive fluctuates with the seasons. In an Apis cerana colony, for instance, there are typically about 200 drones during the high summer peak, when the chances for a successful mating are at their highest. This seasonal surge ensures that the hive is prepared to send out drones in sufficient numbers to mate with any available queens, maximizing the likelihood of successful reproduction. However, the drone's life is inherently transient. As the days grow shorter and the warmth of summer fades, the priorities of the hive begin to shift. The resources of the colony become precious, and every member must contribute to the survival of the group. Drones, having fulfilled their role during the mating season and lacking the ability to gather food or defend the hive, become a burden on the colony's resources. The worker bees, ever vigilant and practical, begin to eject drones from the hive in late autumn. This act, though seemingly harsh, is necessary for the survival of the colony through the lean months of winter. Drones would consume too much of the stored honey and pollen, jeopardizing the survival of the workers and the queen. As a result, drones die off or are forced out, disappearing from the hive until late spring, when the cycle of life begins anew and their services are once again required. The drone's journey, though brief, is a story of purpose and sacrifice. From the moment he emerges from his cell, his destiny is clear. He lives in anticipation of the day he will take flight, join the swarm of drones circling high in the sky, and seek out a queen to mate with. The mating flight itself is a dramatic event. The queen, pursued by dozens or even hundreds of drones, flies swiftly and erratically. Only the fastest and strongest of the drones will reach her, and only one will succeed in mating. This act is both the climax and conclusion of the drone's life, for after mating, the drone dies, his mission complete. Though drones are often overshadowed by the tireless workers and the regal queen, their role is no less vital. Without drones, the genetic diversity of the colony would dwindle, and the hive would be unable to produce new queens and workers. Each drone carries within him the potential to pass on the traits and strengths of his lineage, contributing to the resilience and adaptability of the bee colony. The life of a drone is a testament to the intricate balance and organization within a honeybee colony. Every member, from the queen to the workers to the drones, has a role to play, and the survival of the colony depends on each bee performing its duties at the right time. The drone's reliance on worker bees for food, his lack of stinger, and his seasonal presence all point to a finely tuned system where every action serves the greater good of the hive. As spring returns and the cycle begins again, new drones will emerge, fed and cared for by the workers, their eyes wide and bodies ready for flight. They will wait for the moment when their purpose calls them skyward, to join the dance of life that has played out for countless generations. In their brief existence, drones embody the essential truth of the hive, that every bee, no matter how seemingly specialized or short-lived, is part of a grand design, each role crucial to the survival and success of the colony. In the end, the story of the drone is one of singular dedication. His life may be brief and his contributions focused, but without him, the hive would falter. The drone's existence reminds us of the importance of every individual within a community and how even the most specialized roles are vital to the continuity of life. Through his journey, we see the beauty and complexity of nature's designs and the enduring power of purpose within the world of honeybees.